Hi, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're new here. Today I'm doing a pick a card reading, and today's reading is a little bit of a different topic than I usually do. Usually I do some globe readings, but today I thought I would do a reading for those who might be feeling a little lonely, those who might be feeling like they're an outsider, maybe feeling like they're alone in something like a decision. I'm not sure what will come up today, but just anyone who is just kind of feeling alone and might need some reassurance and some guidance through this lonely period or this lonely feeling that is coming up. So, thank you for being here, and let's go ahead and get started with picking our piles today. So, we have two piles to choose from. We have pile one with this yellow card with these yellow, looks like maybe daisies, so like little yellow flowers in the sunlight. And then pile two is this card with these kind of different colored flowers, little wild flowers. So I will give a moment to choose your pile. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. And before we begin choosing our piles, I do just want to say that this reading is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. There may be multiple people watching this reading, so maybe not all the messages will resonate, but go ahead and just take what does resonate with you and leave the rest. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pick our piles. So again, the yellow card, pile one, and the multicolored flower card is pile two. Pile one, pile two. Okay, and again, if you need more time picking your pile, go ahead and pause the video now. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile one. Okay, so pile one, there is a message behind this card, so I'm going to go ahead and read that message to you now. So it says, plan the celebration now. Sweep the floor, clean the slate, pick a date, window shop, buy a few things, go out on a limb, rearrange the furniture, pick some flowers, take some time off. No, not necessarily because the tipping point has been reached, but because this is how you reach it. How's today looking, the universe? So these are letters from the universe cards. So what I am getting from this card is, so plan a celebration. When we think of a celebration, we think of, obviously inviting a lot of people over maybe for a get together. But what I'm getting is that might not necessarily be something that you need to do as far as like inviting other people. This can be a celebration just for yourself. And with the sweep the floor, clean the slate, I'm almost getting the feeling that this lonely state that you're in is actually an opportunity to wipe the slate clean, to really get to know yourself, dig deep with this, plan a celebration. So sweep the floor, clean the slate. It's almost like a play-by-play of this lonely state that you're in. So sweep the floor. So get rid of all the all the cobwebs, all the things that are keeping you stuck. Clean the slate, let it all go. Pick a date, make some goals. Window shop, buy a few things, go out on a limb. With that, I'm getting, get to know yourself. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? Rearrange the furniture, pick some flowers, take some time off. What I'm getting from that is take some time to nurture yourself. Treat yourself like a beautiful garden. What do you need to make this garden flourish? And this is how you're going to end up reaching, the goals that you need to reach. So for this pile, I feel like this lonely time is a little bit of a blessing for you, because you can now take, this time to, I'm seeing almost like a blank canvas, and you can just start over. Actually, the vision that I'm getting is, something that's already been painted, but then I don't know if some of you have seen where, maybe someone paints something and then they, black it all out and just start over again. I'm not really like an artist, so I've never done that before, but what I'm kind of getting, where, someone paints something and then they just kind of paint over it with black and then just start anew, or paint over it with white and start anew. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards. All right, so we have the Hanged Man in reverse. And then we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting from these two cards with the Hangman in reverse, there is something that is maybe causing some fear of moving forward. So for some of you, maybe there is a decision that you're stalling in, something that needs to be taken care of. And, in the beginning, in the intro, I almost felt like a decision was going to come up in one of these piles. And I feel like for this pile, there is a decision that needs to be made. And I feel like you feel like you have to make this decision all on your own, or maybe you do have to make this decision all on your own, and you feel lost, like you don't have any help with this decision. And it's almost making you like stagnant, where you don't feel like you can move forward because you don't really know, you don't feel confident in which direction you need to go in this decision. And with the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords represents transition, leaving something behind and moving on. So for this pile, I'm not sure, what everyone who's watching this, what the decision could be. Like I said, in the beginning of, in the introduction, this is a general reading. So, different situations for different people. But I'm very, very strongly getting, for this decision for some of you may actually be a breakup. And that some of you may be feeling alone in your relationship. for a very long time, and the decision is whether to move on or continue being in this lonely state. And this may be a hard decision for some of you because the person maybe that you're leaving while you feel very alone, maybe they're, not a bad person. They're just, you're feeling alone in this relationship. And the only advice that I can give as far as that goes is to, trust your gut, trust your intuition. What is your gut saying? And, sometimes we outgrow people, and doesn't mean that they are good or bad. It just means that we've outgrown them. And you need to find your happiness and you need to find your bliss. And if the current energies that you are in is making you unhappy or lonely, then you need to figure out how to transmute those energies and change those energies. So for a lot of you, you may actually be starting from a clean slate, and pick a date. Might be that the date that you are going to leave something behind, and you're going to need a lot of self-care, a lot of love for yourself. And this may be an opportunity to really get to know yourself. And I'm also getting, for some of you, maybe if you are in a relationship that is feeling lonely, but maybe if you're not ready to make that decision, or you don't feel like you should leave the person, maybe it is time, with this loneliness, to focus on yourself, to discover what you like and dislike, and start living your life for yourself. And sometimes when you start to switch the focus onto yourself, it might, for some of you, it might have the ability to transform the relationship. Once you've made that focus on yourself, then you can start to maybe heal whatever could be going on within the relationship. So, the relationship, that's for some of you, but for some of you, this may be a whole other, situation that you're dealing with. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a few more cards here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we can't we can't make this stuff up. So yeah, you guys are at a crossroads, an impasse, a journey to your own self-discovery. So, for a lot of you, it just look like this is you now at, in the crossroads. And, we have these cards are very similar. The two moons, you can see the two moons here, just the stance of the bodies, the nighttime, very, very similar cards. And this has a lot to do, the orange color has a lot to do with the sacral energy center, and this card, the root energy center. So yeah, I'm seeing this almost like where there's a decision that needs to be made. You're at a crossroads. You need to decide which direction that you're going to go. And then this is, what happens after. This is the self-discovery. This is and with this being connected to the root energy center, I'm getting that whatever decision that you make, you're going to be taken care of. Your guides are going to be there for you. You're going to feel love. You're going to feel warmth. You're going to feel, happiness. Like, here we're almost like, it's like we're on a journey. And then here, we're still on this journey, but it's a lot more heart centered. It's a lot more nourishing. It's a lot more full of love and, wisdom. And yeah, that's that's what I'm getting. Something that you just cannot make up. So I feel like those are all the messages that I am getting as far as, the situation and some advice. What I want to do now is pull some self-care cards. And so these are cards that, take what resonates with you, but these might be some self-care things that you can do to help you get through this, lonely state that you're in, this situation that you're in. All right. So we have abundance planning and we have dance. So now is the time to get your affairs in order, whatever your decision is going to be. Start planning for your abundance. Start planning for the things that you want to do. Start planning for your glow up. Start planning for the future. Start planning for the now. Start planning for, just get your ducks in a row. Get your ducks in a row. This can be a really, really fun process. And, I really think this could be also a very creative process for you. But yeah, I'm getting for this pile, do some abundance planning, get things figured out, get your foundation sturdy and ready for the future is what's coming through. And then we have dance. So any of the sadness, any of the emotions, any anger, any kind of emotion that could be coming up for you, dance, let it out, let it move through your body, get it out. Or just, just creating some movement just, for your physical body to keep you from, being stagnant. Because, when we, it did come up, this stagnation, this fear of moving forward, this fear of making a decision, and moving your body, I'm getting, will help to kind of loosen up that stagnant energy that is happening. All right, so pile one, that is all I am getting for your reading. I hope this helped. If it did, please leave me a comment. And if you enjoy my readings and want to see more readings in the future, please subscribe to my channel and hit the follow button to let you know when I post a reading. And leave a comment, give a like. I love reading the comments. Okay, so pile one, that is all that I am getting for you today. Thank you so much for being here and watching this reading. If it did resonate, I would love for you to leave a comment. I love seeing the comments and reading the comments. And if you enjoy my readings and you want to be alerted when I post a new reading, subscribe to my channel, hit that follow button, and give this video a like if it resonated with you and if you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much, pile one, and good luck in all your endeavors, and in the future I wish you all the best. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with pile two. So you picked this card with these purple and pink flowers. And before we get started with the reading, I did mention this in the introduction, but just know that this is a general reading. So multiple people will be watching this. So please just take only what resonates. Maybe not all the messages will be for you. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. This is just meant to offer some guidance and some insights to your current energies. So this card does have a message on the back, so I will read this to you. It says, "You know, possessing fabulous wealth creates a lot of responsibilities. Enormous responsibilities. Huge. Something to think about. Really, like for 5 minutes a day in a dark, quiet room, see yourself being really, really responsible with fabulous wealth. I think you're up to it, the universe." So these are letters, notes from the universe. What I'm getting from that message is maybe for some of you, maybe you have accumulated some wealth and have lost the people around you. Or it may not necessarily be that you've, come into money or whatever, but maybe you are, glowing up, changing. Your life is moving towards the better. You're starting to achieve your goals. You're starting to really create a beautiful life for yourself. And in doing that, you're losing some people in your life. So maybe some people are not on the same wavelength as you, so they're kind of falling away. Maybe some people are a little bit jealous of you, and so it's been hard to maintain a friendship. Maybe you've had to end a lot of friendships due to, some jealousy, or, just maybe not even anything good or bad, just not on the same wavelength anymore, not no longer resonating with the people around you, and that's okay. People aren't necessarily meant to be with us forever. Sometimes they're only meant to be with us for a short time, and that's okay. It doesn't make anyone, good or bad in any situation. And then there's also some of you that I'm getting that are so what I'm feeling is there's two groups. There's one group that is hitting their goals. They are making changes in their life, and they are becoming lonely because of it. Because they are upgrading in their life, a lot of people are falling off. So with this new energy, I'm feeling like this group of people will, eventually find, some new people that will come into their life. But I'll get to that in a sec. But there's one group, like I said, that are already starting to meet their goals. They're already coming into everything, and they're losing people, and it's making them sad. And then there's this other group that has these goals, wants to upgrade their life, wants to, make that money, get their wealth growing, but they're stagnant. They haven't made any moves. They're stagnant because they are afraid of losing someone. So we have one group who are already currently losing people, and then we have another group who are afraid to lose those people. So two different energies that I'm feeling in this reading. And so what I want to say to the people who are afraid is, think of the people that are the other people in this group that have made the changes, who have taken that step forward and are losing people. what's going to happen is the same thing. You're going to lose people, most likely. Not everyone, but you are going to lose people. But then you're also going to gain people, just like this other group is going to start eventually gaining people. Eventually, those people who you resonate with will begin to come around. Once you've kind of worked through this stage, more people will come around. And so, so many people are afraid, and I'm guilty of this too, afraid to post on social media, for fear of what people will think, afraid to advertise myself because of what people will think, afraid to lose, family members, and I've had people, as I've, moved forward and have grown in my life, I've had, friends and family members, accuse me of acting like I'm like too good for people, which, is not the case at all. I'm just trying to, create a beautiful life for myself. And I want people to be a part of that and partake in that. But some people just don't want to do that. They just want to be upset or jealous, or or it's just not for them what you're moving into. It's not for them. They don't resonate with it, and they'd rather, stay where they are or move in a different direction. And that's okay. People do grow apart. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Wands reversed and the Knight of Wands upright. I feel like these cards are actually just kind of basically saying what I was saying before, where with the Nine of Wands, we have, just some uncertainty, some exhaustion, just kind of tired. So for those of you who are, kind of afraid to move forward because you are afraid of losing people, it's actually draining your energy. It's draining your energy to be around people who don't support where you want to go. And that doesn't mean these people are good or bad. They're just not, they're not meant for where you're going. And there will be, I feel like for a lot of you, and even for those of you who, are losing people, there are still some, you still have somebody. I feel like, everyone in this group, for the most part, has someone, whether it's, whether it's your partner, whether it's a parent, a grandparent, there's somebody. So maybe not everyone in your family supports you, but maybe there's somebody who does support you. But I'm feeling like this exhaustion, this draining from being around, not necessarily even just being around people who aren't aligned with where you're going, but almost like this exhaustion from not being true to yourself. And for the other group who, has been moving forward but is losing people in their life, focusing on losing people is exhausting you too. Focusing on the people that aren't there anymore is exhausting, and it's distracting you from where you want to go. That's another message that's coming through. But with this Knight of Wands, this is where everyone's going. The Knight of Wands represents fearlessness, adventure, taking action, moving forward, creating. And look how fearless he is. He doesn't care what anyone could be thinking. Whereas over here, you can feel the uncertainty, you can feel the doubt, you can feel almost like, he's hiding behind this stick, whereas he's, holding the wand and moving it forward. He's hiding behind. He's holding it. He's taking charge, moving forward. He's by himself. Both are by themselves. And really, that's another message that's coming through. These people that you're afraid of losing, do you really feel... Some of you are... What I'm trying to say is some of you feel lonely already around these people. You already feel lonely around these people. I'm getting some of you, want to, create on social media. Some of you want to start your own business. And you need to be ready and prepared for your family and friends to not support you, because that's usually how it goes. And that's okay. Don't depend on that support. Find the people that are into what you're into. Find the people who resonate with what you resonate with. Don't be afraid of what your family thinks or their judgment of the things that you post. Just post it. Because you'll never know how far you're going to go unless you get over what everyone else thinks and losing people based on that. All right, so let's pull a couple more cards. I'm going to pull one more card. This was at the bottom of the deck, and I really felt like that was a message that needed to come through. So we have mysticism and facade. So some of you are hiding. No one really knows, what you're capable of. No one knows what you can do because you're hiding it. And you're hiding behind a facade, hiding behind people pleasing, hiding behind what you think other people want to see, hiding behind. So you're hiding your true self behind this facade. But this is who you are. This is the true perception. And, we have these butterflies, transformation. We have this, looks like an emerald. Wealth, abundance. We have this beautiful garden. And she's not alone. She has, birds, butterflies, nature surrounding her. So that's all the messages that I feel like I'm getting for you, pile 2. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some self-care cards. And I'm going to set the intention, to pull some self-care cards that will help you move forward and help those who need to move forward, and to help those who are the self-care to help them move through this, and find people who they can resonate with. We have write a gratitude list and sound healing. So write a gratitude list. What are you currently grateful for? I'm also getting, once you see how blessed you are, you'll start to see the people around you who are blessings to you as well. Because I do feel like for this group that you do have supporters, but maybe you just don't see them yet. You do have supporters, but you just don't see them yet. They're out there. New friends are out there. Take this time, for those of you who do feel lonely right now, take this time to really just keep going, focusing on your goals, focusing on what you're grateful for, focusing on yourself, focusing on your self-care. Focus on all those things. Focus on loving yourself first, and everything will start to come through. And for those of you who are stuck, who are afraid of losing people, I really feel like the sound healing will kind of help move that energy, move some of that stagnicity. So listening to music, maybe even dancing, different things like that. And it's very interesting. She has, kind of the same aura colors on her shirt as this woman playing the singing bowls. I want to just get one more self-care card. Last pile, I only picked 2 cards, but I'm really feeling like I need to get another card for this pile. Look at the stars. And so what came up is, are we ever really alone? And, just looking at the stars, they're in abundance. We really are, just a tiny speck in the universe. And there's so much out there. There's so much out there, greater than us. And, sometimes we fret about the little things, but sometimes the little things, just compared to the vast greatness that are out there, when we can really remind ourselves and just put a lot of things into perspective, we can really, again, perception. We have the power to create our reality, and to create the life that we want. And I'm just a big believer of focusing on yourself, focusing on your health, focusing on your own life, and the people that are meant to be in it will be in it, and the people that are meant to be around will come around. And it's important to cherish and nurture the good relationships that we do have, and have gratitude for the relationships that we used to have that are no more, that, maybe helped us, get to where we need to be, or helped us, realize who we are, or, many things that relationships can do for us, even the ones that are no longer. So, pile two, I hope that this reading helped you. I hope that the messages resonated. And if you did enjoy this reading, and if you did resonate with this reading, please leave me a comment. I love to read the comments. Give me a like. And if you'd like to see more readings in the future, subscribe, follow this channel. And again, thank you so much. I wish you all the best, Pile 2.